Sup everyone, Darkscreen217 here, and it's time for another fighting game character review. This time I'm going to review Iron Tager, the heavy hitter archetype in BlazBlue Calamity Trigger for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. Appearance-wise, he's the largest character in the game, and he looks like a cross between Hellboy and Bash the Stampede from Trigun. According to his backstory, and I'm reading from the instruction manual by the way, it goes something like this. His tremendous size has frightened many people and earned him the nickname of the Red Devil, original. Critically wounded during the Ikaruga Civil War, Tager was found by Kokonoe, who repaired his body with machinery. No one knows for sure what he's doing in the 13th hierarchical city of Kagutsuchi, but chances are it has something to do with the rumors about Ragnar the Blood Edge. Well, that's kind of half true. If you played his story mode in the game, he's actually looking for one of the 6 heroes, Hakumen, who's the sub-boss in arcade mode. The searching for Ragnar the Blood Edge was actually a secondary objective of his. And Iron Tager works for an organization called Sector 7. Oh, and personality-wise, he's actually very intelligent, and he also has a pretty calm demeanor. But enough about his personality and backstory. How does he fight? Alright, let me just get a major con out of the way, and that is the fact that because he's a big hulking dude and he happens to have a lot of machinery on him, he is very limited in his mobility. All he can do is walk and jump. He can't dash, he can't sprint, he can't double jump, he can't high jump, he can't do a mid-air dash jump. So, yeah, he really can't move around the stage a lot. However, he's got a lot of pros and even some that actually counteracts his limited mobility. For one thing, his drive, and by the way, in BlazBlue, drives are like unique abilities to to each character that gives them a special element or ability, and they can be activated by pressing, well, they say D button, but by default on the Xbox 360 controller, it's the A button, or X if you're playing the PS3. But his drive is the Voltic Battler, which is powered by both electricity and magnetism. And as a result, some of his drive attacks, that he can actually pull enemies closer to him, which is a very unique ability. Alright, so here's some of his moves. Well, he has a special throw called the Gigantic Tager Driver, where he throws the enemy up in the air and does like a 50-foot choke slam to the ground, and that's his most devastating special move in his little move list. Matter of fact, he can actually do a shitload of damage. I think he does the most damage out of any of the characters in the game. And of course he has the Atomic Collider, which is a grab move to catch enemies in midair to slam them to the ground. He also has the Sledgehammer, which is a quick strike attack that can actually go through most projectiles and special attacks. And then if you have your electric gauge full, by the way, he has an electric gauge under his character icon that works for his magnetism. If it's full, you can do a projectile attack called the Spark Bolt. And of course, his distortion drives, which are super specials in BlazBlue, he has the Genesic Emerald Tager Buster, which is similar to the Gigantic Tager Driver, except it's more damaging. And of course, you have to do a 720-degree movement on the joystick, or control stick, whatever controller you're using. And of course, he has the Magnatech Wheel, which absorbs enemies into the attack. And you can actually follow that up if you have enough energy in your heat gauge. You can actually follow it up with another special attack to do more damage. For my BlazBlue character reviews, I am not going to cover the Astral Heats for one reason only. It's because they're all instant kills, and I really can't describe how much damage they can do or whatever because they automatically finish off the opponent. They look really awesome, and you don't do them instantly like in Guilty Gear. You actually have to do it under a certain set of conditions. But other than that, I don't feel like discussing them. So if you want to see the character's astral heats, you have to play the game yourself. Overall, while I'm not a big fan of the heavy hitter characters in fighting games because they always have a shitload of setbacks and therefore I'm not really that good with them, I really like Iron Tiger. He's the best character I'm using so far in BlazBlue, and I like the fact that he kind of reminds me of Hellboy, and all his attacks are very, very powerful and rather devastating. I give Iron Tiger an A. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little character review of mine. I hope I do more character reviews in the future. And with that, DarkScrew217 signing out.